Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it. Destiny thieves are coming up empty-handed. They tried to steal, kill, and destroy, but they were unsuccessful with their plans. All right. Destiny thieves, people who want to rob you of your destiny. They're coming up empty-handed. Everything they tried to take from you is going to be restored to you. There may have been some people who tried to take time from you. There may have been those who tried to take resources from you. There may have been people who tried to block your destiny, your blessing, try to not see that good thing happen for you or happen to you. But they're coming up empty-handed. Some things may have happened to you in the past to where the good things that you were able to get for yourself were able to be snatched from you. All right. Some way, somehow, maybe you were doing something real well. You were doing well at something. You were doing great at something. You were doing good with something. And the enemy came up and snatched it from you. Well, they're going to come up empty-handed because this time it's going to be a bigger and better and a more secure and safe opportunity for you. God wants to start doing better things in your life. All right, better opportunities for you, more money for you, better jobs for you, a greater life experience. And you're going to get those things. They're not going to be able to be snatched up from you. All right, whatever plans you have for your life, keep moving forward towards it. A lot of destiny thieves are people who will try to sabotage your success. They'll know it's something that you want to do, and they'll do their best to be able to prevent it from happening, try to stop it from happening. But the more you've had people try to stop you, the easier it gets to be able to keep what's yours and to hold on to what's yours, because the little things that you previously may have lost or may have fluttered away from you, it just had to leave so that it could make room for something better. Because having the experience of loss will also provide the experience of how not to lose. And if you know how not to lose, you actually stand a greater chance at winning this go around. So the fact that you may have had some loss or experienced loss only means that now you're prepared and being prepared for better. Every time something leaves, every time something goes away, every time something happens to no longer be yours, there's always something that will come and replace it. All right? Things will always leave you and be replaced with better. That's why it's not good to panic, frustrate yourself, upset yourself over things that we lose or things that seem like they're being taken away. There's always something better on the horizon for you. Someone with an open mind, someone with a Christ mind, someone who's focused, someone who believes in better, someone who believes in a better version of themselves, someone who hopes for the best, someone who knows that what they deserve is only on the flip side of the coin, the opposite side of the coin. It's only right around the corner. And the more you see yourself being able to achieve, no matter what is happening, like, they can try and steal your destiny if they want to, but the only way they'll be successful is if they're able to make you stop working, is if they're able to try to get in your way to where you can't complete the things you need to be working on. So if you could pretty much keep your mind on that, and if you can keep your focus on what it is that you need to do and why you started in the first place, it's going to be a lot easier to prevent these people from trying to get in your way. A lot of people know there are things that you're good at, or things that you're trying to be good at, things that you would like to be good at. And they don't always like to see people achieve those goals. It's just something about someone who knows what they want to do with their life. And it's just something about someone who knows the direction that they want to take with their life. When you know where you want to go in life and you know what direction you want to take, a lot of people will target you out because you actually have somewhere to go and you actually have a destiny. And they will, some of them, try to steal it from you and try to see if they can take it from you in the form of taking certain things from you. So that way you either might not want to work on it. They'll take your time from you so you won't have any time left to do what it is you need to do. They know it's only a certain amount of hours in the day. There might be someone who's taking energy from you. They know you need a certain amount of focus. They know you need to be paying attention to certain things. So you have to watch out for destiny thieves. They really just don't want to see anyone become successful. That's the bottom line. They don't want to see anybody become successful. And you still have to work your way around that and figure out a way for yourself to become successful regardless. If you can do that, if you can still continue to find a way to become successful regardless, that means it doesn't matter what's happening. You might have to take some time to reschedule certain things. You may have to take some time to refocus. You may have to take some time to get your mind back on track. But it's better to lose some time or have a couple days to where you didn't get as much work done as you thought you should, but never quit and never not do what you need to do. There might always be someone that's watching and observing and having nothing to do, and that's keeping a tab on you. They notice something about you. They see something different. They see a difference in you between others. They recognize a change in you to when they come around versus when they're not around. Sometimes people will just sit around and just hover around you and just watch to see what it is you do. So that way they know how to affect you. They know how to contact you. They know how to try to, what's the word I'm looking for? They know how to try to provoke you with certain things. When a lot of these things would happen, I would just kind of look at life like it's not fair. And it really isn't fair. It's not fair to have someone try to prevent like something that you want to do with your life. It's best to keep these things private. Only share them with people who you know want to succeed, or people who you know are working towards a level of success. It's best to put yourself around people who are already geared in the same direction, because what that's going to do is it's going to motivate you when other people are working and you don't feel like it. You're going to be looking at them. You're going to see them, see how far they've came, see what they were able to accomplish. And it's going to motivate you to get something done, at least whether it's a page, whether you have to type a page up, or whether you have to just read and you just read one chapter, or whether you have to work out and you just do a certain amount of like workouts, push-ups or squats or something, regardless of what it is. If you can stick around people who are doing the same thing, people who are motivated, you stand a greater chance of accomplishing your goals, especially if you can find people that are interested in the same thing as you or doing the same thing as you. You pretty much found a good friend, as long as there's no competition between the two of you. But destiny thieves, they're always on the lookout for somebody's life to destroy. And it's really hard for other people to believe, because it's like, yo, how or why would someone be so focused on me or so worried about me to the point to where what I'm doing is that important to want to make somebody stop it. The thing about it is that they can sense that there's something greater than you just wanting to work on that piece of art or read that book or study for that test or build that part, all right, or design those clothes. They know it's something deeper than that. They know that you are on a specific path chosen for a specific purpose. They know that you were chosen for a specific purpose, and you're trying to carry out God's mission on your life. And unfortunately, when you're going to carry that out, there are going to be things that will try to get in the way. And you just have to work your way around that. And it's going to suck because when things get in the way, it's going to throw your schedule off. It's going to make you feel like you're not doing anything. It's going to make you feel like you're lazy sometimes, but don't fall in that trap of beating yourself up, just because you may have to reschedule something, just because you may need to take time to actually rest from stress, all right, just because you maybe didn't get as much done as you thought you should, all right, as long as you are diligently working on what it is you need to do every single day, I just want to let you know you're doing enough. But as much as you don't want to do it, that's why you do it as much as you can, because the days that you can't get as much done, or you actually physically are forced to not be able to do some that day, or you can't do as much as you like, you'll still always have some done. And the little bit that you do get done, the majority of the other days of you going hard will carry over into that one day. So you can't count it a total loss just because you may not get as much done as you want. But the one thing you do have to avoid, so you don't have to count anything as a total loss, is destiny thieves. They recognize that there's a certain drive in you. They recognize that you have your mind focused on something, focused on what you need to complete, what you need to do. All right, destiny thieves will try to rob you of that mental space. They'll try to rob you of that peace. All right, they will actually allow the spirit on them that's possessing them to use them to try to block blessings, try to get you to focus on them instead of the things that would benefit you more to keep your mind on. And they just don't want to see somebody on track. They just want someone to be as frustrated and worried and upset as they possibly can, so that way that fighting off this person becomes your destiny. They don't want your destiny to be your destiny. They want fighting off them to be your destiny, worrying about them to be your destiny, trying to gain your peace back from them to be your destiny. These are the things they want you to be spending time on instead of focusing on goals and accomplishing things. They want you to be worried about how much this person got on your nerves today, or how upset this person made you, or how frustrated they were able to make you, because these things take time. And the one thing destiny thieves love to do is take time away from you and your craft. They love to be a time thief. They love to steal your time. They love to steal your attention away from what it's supposed to be focused on and having it put on themselves for no reason at all. All right, no reason at all. It's sick, but it's what people do. They notice that it's something that you're doing, and it's going to take you away from them, and they're not going to be able to see you anymore. They're not going to be able to bother you anymore. All right, some of these people have a sick obsession and a sick infatuation with you, and they are the ones who have nothing else to do with themselves. They don't put themselves into a space to where they're focused or motivated or anything like that. All right, that's the last you'll find one of these people, or someone like this trying to steal somebody else's destiny, is motivated or focused on something or trying to complete something. All right, it's just how they operate. And they'll sit, wait, and watch, focus on other people instead of themselves. And they're just nosy. They have to know what others are doing. They have to know what somebody else is doing. They mainly put themselves in competition against other people. So that way, when they compare their life to you, and if they don't like what they see, they know who to make a prime target. Okay, this person is going to give me a lot of energy messing with them. This person is really trying to do something. This person is really trying to be something. I'm going to see how much I could try to stop this person and get in the way. So that way I could take all that energy and use it for myself to go do something as great as them or better. And that's why they signal out you versus everybody else, because you're not average. They see all the energy that you're possessing, and they recognize it's about to go into you, and it's about to be put into the thing that you like to do if they are watching you that close. And it's just crazy how people will be able to target somebody out. All right, you'll be at your house, or you'll be in your neighborhood, or you'll be at your residence, and they'll just notice that you don't talk to a lot of people. You stay away from everybody. You stay to yourself. You hardly want anything to do with other people. Like, people can smell success, and a lot of successful people, they stay to themselves and they're not around anybody. And like, in order to become truly successful, you have to stay away from a lot of people, and you can't be around a lot of people, and people will know you're trying to avoid them for some reason. All right. And whether they figure out what that reason is or not, they could be a destiny thief that is aware, or they could be a destiny thief that is unconscious of what they're doing. But you not wanting to have anything to do with them, you not wanting to commingle, associate, conversate, be social with, it's going to draw certain people to be more intrigued with you than most. People are always more intrigued by mystery and by things that they don't know about a person. The people that talk to them, they know everything about them. The people who spend all day running their mouth, telling them all their business, they know everything about them. The people who sit outside, waste energy, comparing themselves to others, talking about how toxic they are and what types of toxic situations they get into, those are the people who are running their energy down into the ground. You realized at some point in your life that you had to conserve yours, and the amount of toxic people that you avoid, the amount of destiny thieves that you avoid, the more energy you're actually going to have conserved and saved up for yourself. All right, you probably don't even want to associate or talk to these people at all, because you know they stand a chance of taking what's rightfully yours. That energy that you're using for the gym, for your goals, for whatever it is you're trying to make happen in your life. And they'll try to take that from you. They know who's putting in time on themselves, and they know who's around hanging out, wasting time, BSing, not getting things done. You can see it in a person's energy, whether they're satisfied with themselves, with what they did today versus what they didn't. And they want to take that energy from you so you can't use it to be satisfied with how you choose to move throughout your day. Or they want to take the energy from you, that satisfaction that you did get, and take that satisfaction and turn it into frustration because you done already got your work done, and now you're just trying to get a little peace or enjoy yourself, or just relish in the moment of the fact that you just got all this a substantial amount of work done. So it's important that when destiny thieves try to take over, you stay focused, you keep your mind on your goals. All right, if you have to make time for other things, make sure you make time for everything. Don't just make time for the things that you want to do. All right, make time for the things that you have to do, and make time for the things that you need to do. And watch out for spreading yourself too thin. All right, you don't want to not make enough time for the things that you like to do, but you need to have more time being disciplined and doing things that are more important for you to get done. And that's really what is going to lead you to your destiny and not away from it. All right, we all like to enjoy ourselves and have fun, but you have to stay focused and make enough time for the things that you need to do. And that's what discipline is. Discipline is making time for the things that you need to get done and not letting anything else, no matter how fun, no matter how good, no matter how exciting it is, you want to stay focused and get what it is you need to get done. So that way you're not, you just don't have a whole bunch of time allotted to the wrong things, and you're not accomplishing what you need to do. So you have to watch out for destiny thieves. All right, people who know that it's something that you want to do and they have malicious intent. People who have malicious intent, people who are purposely trying to get you away from what it is you need to do, people who are purposely trying to make sure that you don't get things done, people who are purposely trying to pull you away from your craft. All right, the choice is yours. You have to choose to make time for certain things in your life, and you also have to choose to make time for discipline in your life. but those two things don't play a factor. You have enough time to make time for everything that you need to. It's just that you have to stay focused. You have to use those windows of opportunity to the best of your ability, because even if it's not a lot of time, the allotted time, the amount of time that you do give into something, it will show. Whether it's 15 minutes every day, whether it's 20 minutes every day, whether it's a half hour every day, the amount of time that you put into something every day will eventually pay off, and it will eventually turn into what you need it to be, and it will eventually allow you to move freely how you want to move, because all the little bit of time you put in will eventually calculate to the amount of time that you would have wanted to put into something anyway, without the stress, without the hassle, without the worry, without using up your whole entire day for it. All right, some things do take a whole entire day. Some things, they just take a little bit of time. You put some time and effort into it, and then you pick it back up the next day tomorrow because you filled your quota for the day. And that's really what it's all about, seeing how much it is you need to do for you and not allowing destiny thieves to knock you off track for that. People will see that a person is staying to themselves and they really just don't want to be bothered with other people. A lot of successful people, they just stay to themselves, and they're not bothered by anybody. They're not bothered by that annoying person over there. They're not bothered by that person who keeps trying to get their attention. They're not bothered by that person who's always trying to start fights or start drama or be a pest to them. Even if they do end up getting hit with those kinds of negativities, this person is meditating them off. All right, and this will help if you take the time to pray. Do some deep breaths. Like, you can either pray. That's one thing that'll help. Get your prayer right life before you want to work on something. Pray that it becomes successful. Pray that you're being led in the right direction. Pray that it's actually doing something for you. Ask God to lead you with it. Ask God to show you certain things that you want to accomplish while you're doing it. All right, you got to pray through everything. All right, just because it's something that you're working on, something that you want to do, doesn't mean that you can't incorporate God in it. And another thing too, some deep breathing. Like, if these people are getting on your nerves and frustrating you or upsetting you, and you're staying at these places, these tight places, as soon as you walk outside, they're like on your heel kind of thing, and you got to elbow them in the neck. All right, if you're staying at places like that, you're going to want to definitely just realize that the negative energy that you're being hit with, it may be coming at you all at once, but you have to allow yourself to stay relaxed, because in that relaxed state, what you'll realize is sooner or later it's going to fade away. All the negative energy they're trying to pour into you because they're jealous, they have nothing going on for them. They see you working towards a common goal every day. They see you moving forward and moving forward and moving forward. They may actually have a way to track your progress. All right, if you're working online or doing something positive on the internet, or maybe they're just watching you go to work every day, or maybe they're watching you go to school every day. You're taking classes, you got college courses you're taking. It's something that is causing this person to have some type of beef with you. So they're watching you improve some type of way, and they want to be the thing that could potentially block that from happening. All right, so they are destiny thieves. All right, and they're coming up empty-handed. All right, and this is how you allow them to come up empty-handed. You don't make them a priority. You don't make them a huge problem. You allow what they did to not be that serious, and continue to just let it fade away, and let it not be a bother to you, because there are people who want to be a problem on purpose. There are people who want to bother others on purpose. There are people who want to try to distract others on purpose. And it's usually the people who have nothing going for them. These are destiny thieves. These people could be at your job. They could have nothing to lose, trying to start trouble with you, trying to make your day hard, trying to make you think you need to do something for them that you don't have to. All right, there's no one at your job that's not your manager that you should do anything for. If they try to make you do something and you don't want to do it, just tell them no. All right, sometimes people want to pressure people into doing things and try to cause other people to do something that they don't want to do. So if people are trying to put pressure on you and trying to cause you to go with the flow how they want, it's like, you have to do this, and they're trying to go make you do something else. You make sure you get all the things that you need done, and make sure that if these people are around you and they're trying to get you to do something, and it's something else, like, I have time for this, I don't have time for that. Don't let people wear you too thin. Tell them no. So I know that when you're working on something, and you have to really put a lot of time and energy into it and focus, you're going to have to tell a lot of people no. It's just going to be something that you find yourself saying a lot, because you have to focus on what's important to you and what matters most to you. And what matters most to you is accomplishing what it is you were put here to do. And don't allow anybody to be a destiny thief. Don't allow people to swipe your destiny clean from underneath your feet. Don't allow people to take your time from you to the point to where you don't have any left. You have to use your time to the best of your ability, so that way you can accomplish goals, and that way you could finally reach your destiny, because we all have a destiny. Everyone has one, and destiny thieves, they won't have a destiny. So you have to stay away. All right, this is why you can't be around people who don't have a destiny. They're not going to be working on anything. It's going to be distractions. It's going to be things that are purposely set out to steal your focus. There's going to be less time for you to get things done. You're going to find yourself having to fight in order to work on your ideas, your skills, your goals, your crafts and dreams and things like that. You are going to have to fight just to work on something. That's a destiny thief. All right, a person that is not understanding of the fact that, yo, I've got something to do. I have to complete this. People who aren't destiny thieves, they're going to understand, okay, you got to get some things done. Okay, let's make some, they're going to work with you. Let's make some space for that. Let's make some time for that. All right, I understand you have to do this around this time. Let's make sure you are able to do that. Let's make sure you get that done. Then we can go do out what we want to do, have fun, chill, enjoy ourselves, have a good time, and all that. But destiny thieves is going to be all about them. They're going to try to get you to put that off and not even do it. They're going to try to make it so you can't do it. They're going to try to even make it so you don't want to do it. So you have to avoid destiny thieves. Destiny thieves are those who will try to just take up all your time and leave you with none of it. That's a destiny thief. A destiny thief is someone that's going to try to take up all your time or take up all the space in your mind. And you just don't want either of those things to happen. You want to be able to put the right amount of focus into yourself and put the right amount of focus into your goals. And people who aren't understanding of that, those are the destiny thieves. They're not going to want to see you win in any kind of way. They're going to be scared, threatened, and made to feel insecure by your success and the things that you're trying to achieve. All right, if you've ever sat there and tried to work on something and somebody is jealous and they're just getting in the way and they're constantly trying to like call you away from what it is you're doing, that person is a destiny thief. People who may be upset, they have nothing going on for them. People who may be upset, they can't do the things that you do. People who may be upset that they're not headed in the same direction as you. There's nothing amazing happening for them. They haven't discovered what it is that they can do yet because they're too concerned and worried about other people. People who are too concerned and worried about other people really don't accomplish much or get much done. And you don't want to be around people who don't accomplish much or get much done. All right, destiny thieves can be people who are even leaving you be and leaving you alone. But just the fact that their energy is rubbing off on you, these are the types of people that are unconscious destiny thieves. These are the people who aren't really necessarily getting at you directly, but their energy is still affecting you by the things that they're not doing and the energy that they do carry. All right, so there's all kind of energy thieves. There's ones that will rob you blind face to face. There's ones that will rob you blind indirectly, because you're not aware of it until you recognize that, yo, this person is toxic, even though they're not really trying to affect me directly. Just being around them is bad enough. All right, and then there's people who just don't give a total, they don't care at all about what it is you have to do or the time you have to put into yourself. All right, so there's plenty of these kinds of individuals, and you definitely, the least important, most destiny thief is you. All right, you don't want to be a destiny thief to yourself. You want to take accountability. You want to take responsibility. There may be some days where you go harder than others. There may be some days where you put things off. There may be some days where you don't get things done. There may be some days to where you don't go in like you feel you should. But if you know this is something you want to do, this is why I always suggest you doing something that you love, because eventually you're going to basically not be able to survive without doing what it is you were put here to do. And if you know you were put here to do it, it better be in the back of your mind while you're not doing it. It better be in the front of your mind while you're not doing it. It better be on every last thought that you have. It better be something that you want to do so bad when you're not doing it, you even worry about it sometimes. And I'm not telling anybody to worry. I'm just trying to stress the amount of dedication you have to have, and why it's best to choose something that you actually care to do. Because if it's something that you really don't want to do, the greatest destiny thief is going to be you. You're going to be robbing yourself from your own destiny, because it's really not going to be something that you want to do, and you don't want to be playing yourself or making a fool out of yourself to yourself by lying to yourself. If it's something you want to do, you know. If it's something that you really don't want to do, you know that too. So keep it real with yourself. Choose something that you love to do and go in on it, and avoid destiny thieves. And most importantly, defeat the main one, which is the one you see in the mirror every single day. All right. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button. Smash the share button. It's been another DruTube special. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. We out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.